Welcome back, Monsketeers, to another Radnarok commentary. Today, we're headed back, all the way back, to 1989, September 9th, 1989, to be as precise as possible. Yeah, maybe we could be more precise. I don't know what time of day it was released, so could be more precise. Directed by Mark Jean, written by Jamie Simmons, and starring Billy Barty. So you know what that means, right? We're going on an adventure, an investigative adventure, with our purple little dragon friend. Little purple dragon friend? You know who I'm talking about. Figment, in the case of the missing space. Such a meta concept. If you don't know who Figment is, listen along. He's Figment. He's a dragon. Feeling feelings is one of my favorite lines from this song. And notice that that's not much of a yellow sweater. That's a yellow shirt with a turtleneck, a short sleeve turtleneck. Figment's got his own imaginative style. If you're unfamiliar with Figment, go scope out our ride-along or ride-through for Journey into Imagination from Epcot. You'll get a real good idea who Figment is. And if you want to know everything you wanted to know about Figment, go give our retrospective podcast a listen, where we get into everything about Figment. You are a detective.
Mysteries, hunting down
Yeah.
clues, finding missing things.
Oh,
But now I have a case that's too big.
look at that hat.
for me. Let me tell you how
It's like a
it all
play on like the Sherlock Holmes hat with the bill in the front and the back, but it also looks like 1940s PI.
I was looking for
I
business.
like it.
All at once, a letter appeared.
Oh,
In fact, several letters.
welcome to Hogwarts.
Those troublesome Tweedles have
Tweedles?
overrun my place.
What's a Tweedle?
Come help me. Yours truly.
Yeah. No mystery. Oh man, so many mysteries.
I needed some letter experts fast.
Like, what's a Tweedle?
You.
Hey,
Is there anyone out there who is a whiz with words?
not me. Those two though.
We're in Kansas anymore.
Is that where you're from, Kansas?
To Fagonia. Home of
Fagonia.
the imagination.
That's who he is.
It's
He's
a
Figment.
place
He's a dragon.
Full of magic. Magic of the mind. Magic
It's my favorite kind of magic.
Anywhere, anytime.
Are we going somewhere, Figment?
You know, all these kids that end up in Fagonia take it really well. If I was 9 and just vanished from wherever I was and was taken to Fagonia, I would freak out a little bit.
But they didn't sign their name.
You know, it was me.
These letters and this note were the only things in the envelope.
And Tweedles. Do either of you know what a Tweedle is?
Troublesome Tweedles
Yeah.
overrun my place.
Nobody seems to be concerned about Tweedles.
Figment, come help me. Yours truly.
Hey, it almost sounds like a poem.
A little bit. Space.
P-C-A-E-S with a dot.
Space. Space.
Figment, it says your name in
Yours
this letter,
truly.
so it must
Space.
be from someone you know.
Oh, wow.
Tweedles. Tweedles.
There we go, finally.
I know where I've heard of Tweedles.
Where?
I read about them in Alice in Wonderland.
What
Do you have it, Figgy?
are the Tweedles in Alice in Wonderland?
But of course.
I remember the Mome Rats, but I don't recall the Tweedles. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh my god! Figured it out.
Yeah.
The Tweedles. It's a name, kind of.
Here's the white rabbit.
There he is. Okay. I already figured it out.
And there's the carpenter.
These guys have
And the
nothing to do. Well, the carpenter and the walrus might have a little to do
And
with
the
it.
Cheshire cat.
Okay. There they are.
Tweedledee,
Jinx.
Tweedledum.
The Tweedles. Wah, wah.
Hey, maybe the notice.
It's the noises they make.
Those
Wah,
letters
wah, wah.
don't spell Alice. There's no letter L.
What?
And there's no I. Now what?
I've got an
Space.
idea. Maybe if we learn more about
Whoa,
Tweedles,
space.
Yeah. It might
The
give us a
Tweedles
clue about
stole
the
space?
letter.
And Space wrote a letter to Figment? I guess if the Figment of
in a
an
book,
imagination
naturally.
can write, so could Space. But then again, the message isn't written. Or is it? Did they do it with a marker and make it like nice and fun?
You have a book about Tweedles?
I have books about everything.
He's Figment. Of course he does.
C-R-A-Z-Y.
Yeah?
Crazy about reading.
I think you're just crazy. Which I enjoy. I respect.
Tons of stuff about Tweedles. Let's see. They live in Wonderland.
Okay.
They love to tell stories.
But why would they steal
They don't
space?
sound like they'd be that much trouble.
Are you joking?
But they drop in on people,
Yup.
uninvited.
And they try to tell them stories.
Travel in large groups. Ants,
Large groups?
babies and cousins.
What?
They eat whatever they see.
They eat babies?
Feed 50 people.
What's happening
It's
here?
just a snack to a Tweedle.
We have to figure out who sent that letter.
These guys feel
Figure it
way
out.
more nefarious than the movie let on.
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe those letters can give us a clue.
Maybe.
Try changing them around.
Oh.
Hey,
Are they designed after mome rats? No, they're just paper. I already said space.
Yeah.
Let's make the letters
See if you can
big.
recognize any names.
Ready when you are.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me move this dot out of the way.
Don't take the period away. We need that. It's key. I wonder how long it's going to take them.
How about cat?
Cap? Why would they use extra letters, like unnecessary letters? What are you doing? Sap? No, none of.
Sap.
Nope.
or 8.
Use all the letters. Oh, that'd be a cool name.
Or Ace.
Don't know anyone by those names.
You don't know any Ace? I bet you know an
I'm
Ace.
using 4 letters.
Try to use all the letters. Why would they put unnecessary letters in there? I'm so dumbfounded I can barely speak,
Or case?
which is terrible for a commentary. There we go. Finally. Figment should have just called me. And I figured out Tweedles too, pretty quickly.
That must be it, because it uses all
But
the
why?
letters in large
Why do the
space.
Tweedles want to take space? There we go.
Thanks, Figment.
Don't mention it.
Those troublesome
Overrun my
Overrun
place.
my
I thought they
place.
kidnapped him. Got it.
Yours truly, Space.
Space. Yeah,
You know
the Tweedles are just taking up space.
Somebody, something, space?
No, but maybe space is listed in the phone book.
In Fagonia. Downtown
Space
Fagonia.
here.
There's not a single person named Space in Fagonia? I'm finding a lot of this hard to
Let's
believe.
think. If space isn't listed in the Fagonia phone book, how can we find him?
Hmm.
Or her? Or it?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I once
Good question.
knew someone named Mr. Woods who really did live in the woods.
So, space lives in space?
Lives in outer space.
Wow.
Ooh.
Super
Let's
meta.
blast off for outer space. Follow me.
Hold it a minute, Figgy.
Yeah.
How could we travel through outer space?
Well, I
it's
mean,
no problem.
you're already in Fagonia. Do you have a lot of, like, what more questions do you need? Or answers do you
Flying
need?
saucer?
You just do anything in Fagonia.
No.
A
No.
magic carpet?
Hey, 3 caballeros.
On a runaway horse?
Possibly.
Nope.
But if the horse was running away, how would you
We're taking a train. A train of
get
what
there
that
on the
is.
horse? Is that Casey Jr.? Wait, you're taking a train to
Use our
space?
imaginations.
Oh, there we
Maybe
go.
even traveling to the moon is no problem.
No, not at all.
Listen to the magic words.
Ooh, here we go.
Watch closely, listen carefully.
Yeah.
See what you can see.
Look how fast his
With
wings are
the power
going,
of
like a
words
hummingbird.
and the magic in your mind, you can be wherever you want to be.
Here we go! Here we
Wow,
go!
we're on the moon.
Little Peter Pan for you.
Astronaut.
Yoo-hoo, astronaut.
Unnamed
Could you imagine if,
out
like,
here.
astronauts did just chill on the moon? Just hung out.
No,
Why do they sound like that?
Person named Space.
Never heard of them. Gotta go.
Gotta go. What an unreal experience, driving like a dune
Inner space.
buggy
I'm not
on the
even
moon.
Sure what or where
Could you imagine?
I'll show you.
Could you imagine?
Inner space is so small, it can only be seen with a powerful microscope.
What, inner space? Is that what you just said?
Oh, great.
Gee, Figment, do you think this space person could be that tiny?
Could be.
In the world of imagination, anything is
Ah! Are those bike handles?
Figment, who are these guys?
What? You never saw a germ before? No respect for the
Not
underworld.
only does it
What are
magnify
those flying around here
visuals, but apparently audio too.
Person named Space.
anyway? Yo, Joe. Seen anybody named Space? No, nobody named Space here.
I don't know if you can trust Joe. He doesn't really seem super with it. Joe is your ride? I wouldn't recommend getting in a car with, or any other vehicle with Joe behind the wheel.
Okay. Let's
Why don't we just find out where the Tweedles live
Now we know that
and just go
space
there?
could be anywhere, but I don't know.
What don't you know?
Maybe Tweedles only go certain places.
See, now you're thinking.
Let's look in the book again and see where Tweedles go.
Finally. Look, I'm happy to work with you guys, but you really need to keep up.
Tweedle Travels book.
Tweedle Travels book?
That's interesting. I didn't know that existed.
Let's try the city first.
Do the Tweedles go to the
How
city?
are we supposed to check these places out?
Why? By using our imagination, of course.
Did you really think
Excuse me, Mr. Mouse.
Figment would have
You
any
get all
other
over the city.
suggestion
Have you
on
seen
what to
anyone
do?
named Space?
Too busy.
What cartoon is this?
Haven't seen anyone here named Space.
Okay, let's try the country.
What do you think we're going to see here?
Look, there's an owl. They're supposed to be wise. Maybe
That's
he
Owl
knows
from
what's-
Winnie the Pooh. You're in the 100-acre wood.
Mr. Owl, please, have you seen
Let's see how he sounds.
Space?
Who do you want?
Well, it kind of sounds like him. Oh, there we go.
No space here, period.
If he hasn't seen space,
Okay. I like the commitment to how they're supposed to sound.
I can't stand here lollygagging all day. Got a tight schedule. And they're not here either. No space.
I like trying to whistle with my S's. Space.
I know what
S space.
Sally Pace.
Sally Pace. Who's Sally Pace? Is this Sally Pace? Ah! Is that Sally Pace? The Sally Pace? Sally looks like she's been to Fagonia one too many times. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, prolonged exposure to Fagonia may cause madness, I would imagine. There's got to be some sort of like internal frequencies that don't mesh.
I just figured out the letter was from you.
Figment!
So she seems fine.
Excuse me. But
Look at those eyes! Oh my god.
Sally Pace? Like S period Pace?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Of course.
Oh yeah. Sally's crazy. Too much time in Fagonia. Okay. You seem like you would get along perfectly with the Tweedles, Sally.
My place.
Yeah.
Figment, come help me.
It sounds.
Yours truly, S. Period.
Yeah. Got it.
S stands for Sally.
No clue why we were supposed to figure that out that way. I guess if everything else was jumbled up, the period would have been in the jumble as well.
But not before. They drank all my sassafras,
They drank your sassafras. Oh my gosh.
all my alphabet soup.
Kids, you guys gotta run.
Left my cupboards empty.
Okay, Sally. Did you hear that?
Don't come around here, Figment.
I feel like you may have invited them over and just in your madness you just
In case.
forgot. Is Sally making everyone else uncomfortable?
B-Y-E.
Okay. See ya, Sally. Kids, get out of Fagonia.
Is that close
You don't want to end up like that.
missing space?
There we go. Figured it out. It was a missing S-pace. Oh,
What's for lunch?
never thought I'd see that trio together. I like that idea. Hey, there was Figment. We figured it out. It wasn't the missing space. It was Sally Pace. It's just... Yeah. Anyhow. I like when it doesn't make a lot of sense. And I hope you do too. You know what? Speaking of things that don't make a lot of sense, lately, that's been my podcast. That's right. I got a podcast. You know how these are Radnarok commentaries? Well, there's a Radnarok podcast available across all your favorite podcast platforms. So come on over, give it a listen, and enjoy yourself. And you know what? While you're listening, shop our store, SkeletonCrewBrand.com or LealLegacy.com/shop. And then across your favorite social media platforms at Leal Legacy, we're just everywhere. So come on, find us. And thanks for being a friend and telling a friend. Later.